Yes, Roma wines taste better because only Roma selects from the world's greatest wine reserves for your pleasure. And now, Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, Roma Wines presents
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Miss Anne Baxter in Always Room at the Top, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those better-tasting California wines enjoyed by more Americans than any other wine. For friendly entertaining, for delightful dining. Yes, right now, a glassful would be very pleasant as Roma Wines bring you Anne Baxter in a remarkable tale of
Suspense.
Reception. Yes, she is, Miss Thornton. Very well, Miss Thornton. I'll have her come in. Miss Brand.
Yes?
Miss Thornton will see you now. A large corner office at the end of the hall.
Thank you. Jean Thornton was a tall, square-shouldered blonde with high cheekbones and a good figure, and nervous as a cat. More than that, I hadn't been in her office 5 minutes before I knew that she was afraid of something. Her boss, the responsibilities of her job, something. I couldn't understand it. She was art director of William J. Farrell & Company, one of the best advertising agencies in town. She had everything I wanted, professionally and a couple of other ways. And yet she was afraid. I couldn't understand it. Then?
Yes, these are quite good. Quite good, Miss...
Brandt. Helen Brandt.
Yes, Miss Brandt. Quite good. But, cigarette.
Thanks. Oh, how cute.
Silly thing. Mr. Farrell sent it to me from Mexico. Where else in the world would anybody have the patience to sit down and put together a musical cigarette case? But, as I was saying... what was I saying? Oh, yes. Yes, these are really very good layouts, Miss Brandt. I like them. But I don't quite see how we can use you just now.
You said that before, Miss Thornton.
Yes, so I did. Well...
Look, Miss Thornton, I don't need the job. I'm not one of those desperate people that's come in to cry on your shoulder. I have a job at Maxfield & Ellis. But they're stupid there. I'm not getting any place. In a firm like this, where people have imagination, you have a chance. That's all I want, a chance.
So do a lot of other people, Miss Brandt.
Well, I'm not a lot of other people. I think I've got ability, and you know it. Commercial ability. I think I could be professional.
Yes. Well, if there's an opening, we'll get in touch with you.
You'll get in touch. I know what that means. I've been given the brush off by X.
That will be all, Miss Brandt.
But I'm sick of being brushed off. I've got ability, as much as you have and maybe more, and I'll show you.
Miss Brandt, will you leave my office, or shall I have you thrown out?
All right, Miss Thornton. Good day. Of course, that would be the last time I'd ever lay eyes on Jean Thornton. That's what I thought. I went back to my office and worked most of the night, catching up on my own stuff, doing a little extra that I was peddling around town. I was standing on the sidewalk, kidding with a night elevator man, while I waited for a cab, and looking up at the tower against the early morning sky. That dark tower, 36 floors above the street, and 3 blocks up the avenue, where the William J. Farrell Agency had their offices, and where I'd have given my right arm to be working.
You'll miss all your beauty sleep working this late, Miss Brandt.
Now, Charlie, who says I need beauty sleep?
Oh, you don't.
I like to work at night. It's quiet. Think of all the sunrises I see. Look at that sky.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice day, I guess. Look!
I saw the body falling and the scream came to us at the same moment. We stood there frozen, horrified, fascinated.
Oh, Lord. I wish I hadn't seen that.
Charlie, that was someone from the Farrell Agency.
Whoever it was, poor devil.
A woman.
Oh, wait, Miss Brandt. I wouldn't go up there. Miss Brandt.
Even by the time I got there, a patrol car had appeared out of nowhere, the way they will in this town. And the usual crowd of early birds and night owls standing around talking. They were trying to cover it up with a blanket.
All right, stand back. Stand back there.
Who is it, you know?
Oh, you couldn't tell anyway.
A woman.
I wanted to look, but I couldn't. A cop was picking up stuff that had rolled out of a handbag into the street, going through it methodically, opening things up. And then I heard it, and I didn't have to look. I knew.
Please, I tell you, I don't know when Mr. Farrell
try to kid the press, would you, sister?
You might as well tell us because we'll just sit here anyway until...
Hey, there he is now.
Mr. Farrell, I'm from the news. I'd like to know if...
Please, I can't tell you anything now.
Mr. Farrell, I'm Helen Brandt.
Mr. Farrell, my people would like to know if Miss
Get
Thornton had been
out of that door now,
motive.
please, get out of here, all of you, get out. I told you I can't talk to any reporters. Now, give me a
I'm
few
not a
minutes.
reporter, Mr. Farrell. I'm Helen Brandt. I'm art director of a small advertising agency, but I've got some
What?
samples here. And... Mr. Farrell, please, just look at these. You're going to have a new art director.
What did you say?
Sure, you're shocked. But it can't hurt her. And I've been trying to see her for months, and now you're on a spot, and if you just look...
Take those things out of my face and get out of
Just
here.
look at them first. That's all I ask.
All I ask is that you...
Well. And, this one, for Parker's shoes. I followed Miss Thornton's general ideas, but I've added, well, that.
Mm-hmm.
They're good, Mr. Farrell. And if you say they aren't...
All right, they're good. They're very good. But if you think I'd hire a woman who hasn't any more decency than to barge in here at a time like this and try to push...
Decency? What's decency got to do with it? Do you need an art director or a Sunday school teacher?
Look, Mr. Farrell, now, if you don't mind, my people want to know what Miss Thornton was doing in her office at 5 o'clock this morning.
She must have been working all night on the new Parker layouts. They have to be out by... They have to be out by 3 this afternoon.
Working all night. Maybe went to the window for fresh air, tired, got dizzy.
Look, Miss...
Brandt. Helen Brandt.
Miss Brandt. Miss Brandt, I think you're one of the most despicable women I've ever had the misfortune to meet. But I've got a very big job to get out this afternoon. My assistant art director's home sick, and by the time I interview
Thanks.
these... You can arrange the details with my secretary in there. And frankly, the less I have to do with you myself, the better I'll like it.
I think you'll change your mind about that, Mr. Farrell.
Now, Mr. Farrell, if
All
you
right.
wouldn't mind, we know things are tough and you don't want to tell us, but...
Yes?
Are you,
Mr. Farrell's secretary, yes.
Oh, well, I'm Helen Brandt.
Marie Harris, how do you do?
How do you do? I'm taking Miss Thornton's place.
Taking Miss Thornton's place, I see.
Yes, temporarily.
Well, you're not one to let the grass grow under your feet, are you, my dear?
Mr. Farrell said I could arrange the details with you.
To be sure. I expect you'd better make out one of our regular employment forms.
Oh, thank you.
Temporarily, you said.
Yes.
Still, doesn't it feel a bit odd to be filling a dead woman's shoes that are hardly cold, so to speak?
I don't see anything so odd about it, Miss Harris. Somebody would have to.
No, of course you wouldn't.
By previous experience, does it mean just in the advertising business?
Any experience that might be applicable. It has occurred to you, I suppose, Miss Brandt, that when someone like Miss Thornton is cut off in mid-career, so to speak, there's usually a reason for it?
They say it was an accident.
An accident, do they?
Oh, will this be all right, Miss Harris?
Yes, that'll do. Of course, there's always the possibility of suicide. I suppose you thought of that.
I suppose it might have been. Will you show me my office, please?
Certainly, this way. You might as well have the dead woman's, that is, Miss Thornton's office. And, of course, there is another possibility. Isn't there?
What other possibility?
The possibility of murder.
Murder?
Why, yes. Here's your office, Miss Brandt. If you need anything, just call me. I want to make you as comfortable as possible under the circumstances.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Ann Baxter in Always Room at the Top. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Ken Niles for Roma Wines. Next time you buy wine, remember, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine. Yes, Roma wine is America's first choice because there's an important difference in Roma wine. A difference in fuller bouquet, richer body, better taste. A difference that means more enjoyment, more pleasure for you and your guests. To bring you wines that are superior, that taste better, Roma starts with California's choicest grapes. Then Roma master vintners with America's finest winemaking resources guide this choice grape treasure unhurriedly to tempting taste perfection. Later, along with Roma wines of years before, these cuvées await selection from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines for your pleasure. That's what makes the difference in Roma wine. That's why Roma wines taste better every time. So for your best buy in good taste, insist on Roma wine. R-O-M-A. Roma, the greatest name in wine.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Ann Baxter as Helen Brandt, with Kathy Lewis as Marie and Wally Mayer as Bill Farrell in Always Room at the Top, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I'd met Marie Harris's type before. Jealous of her authority as the boss's secretary, resentful of every newcomer, and determined to make them uncomfortable. So it was only natural for her to resent someone like myself, a total stranger, who walked into the job of art director for one of the best advertising outfits in town, the William J. Farrell Agency. And even though Mr. Farrell had said temporary, I knew that I had the job. I knew it before the first campaign was over. I was in. And then, one night, the first of those funny little things began to happen. I was just taking off my hat and coat when I saw it there on my desk. A picture. A big framed picture of a dead girl, Jean Thornton. And written across the face of it, it said, Bill, darling, to the swellest guy and the swellest boss any girl ever had.
Admiring your predecessor, Miss Brandt?
Where did that come from?
I'm sure I haven't the faintest idea.
It wasn't there when I left last night. Somebody put it there.
Possibly some well-wisher, Miss Brandt, some sincere well-wisher. As a sort of warning.
A warning of what? What are you driving at?
Miss Thornton and Mr. Farrell were quite close at one time.
And what's that got to do with me?
You know what happened, Miss Brandt, to Miss Thornton?
Look, Marie, are you hinting that female art directors in this office have a habit of falling for the boss and then falling out the window?
I'm not hinting anything, Miss Brandt. You asked me for an explanation of how the picture got there. I've given you one. Doubtless it is far-fetched. Certainly it must seem so to you.
It's crazy.
Of course. Will that be all, Miss Brandt?
Listen, Marie. Let's you and I cut out the formality and let down our hair. Is there anything around here that I, ought to know?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean, Miss Brandt.
All right. The girl who used to have my job is dead. You've been hitting around enough about it. Is there anything that you know that I don't? Now, is that plain enough?
Quite. I can only say that I have not hinted at anything. I have perhaps engaged in certain idle speculations on matters which were better left as they are. That's all.
Okay, Marie. But the way things look now, I'm liable to be around here for quite a while.
Oh, I should think it likely.
And you and I ought to learn to get along.
You'll have no trouble getting along with me, Miss Brandt.
But you mean I may with him?
I can only say, Miss Brandt, as your sincere friend.
And well-wisher?
Yes. That you're working for a man who's subject to singularly strong enthusiasms. Sometimes these enthusiasms are apt to be carried to extremes. It is essential to appreciate this in dealing with Mr. Farrell.
I don't suppose this picture gag would be one of Mr. Farrell's little enthusiasms.
Under the circumstances, I should think it most unlikely.
And it wouldn't be one of yours, my little well-wisher.
No, Miss Brandt, it would not.
You couldn't help but believe her. She was so prim and proper. But I was determined to have a showdown anyway on the whole thing. My job and everything. I stalked into Bill Farrell's office with a picture in my hand and without benefit of knocking.
Oh, hello, Helen. Come in.
Something, it appears to be from your desk, seems to have popped up on mine.
Hmm?
Here.
Where did you get that?
I just told you. On my desk. Your ever-tactful Marie has suggested that some well-wisher left it as a warning.
Oh, poor Jean. She gave me that when...
That explanation still seems to leave several questions unanswered.
Look, Helen, you'll hear a lot of funny things in this office, like any other office. Take my word for it, they don't mean a thing. Just do your job the way you've been doing it, and you'll be all right.
How right is that?
You like the job, don't you?
I like the work. I haven't got the job.
Do you want it?
What do you think?
Well, you've certainly earned it, Helen.
Will you stop beating around the bush? Am I the new art director of the William J. Farrell Agency, or not?
All right, you are. You are hereby officially the new art director of the William J. Farrell Agency. From this day forward until...
Until what?
As long as you want the job, Helen.
Until death do us part, is what he'd started to say. I forgot it, though. I forgot it almost the moment he said it. For the next 24 hours, I was walking on air. It wasn't just a job. It was something even better. I knew Bill Farrell was falling in love with me. I knew that was just a matter of time, too. Morning, Marie. Mr. Farrell in?
Not yet, Miss Brand.
I wish you wouldn't be so formal with me, Marie. Everybody calls everybody else by their first names around here except you.
I'm used to more conventional methods in most things, Miss Brand.
Okay. Let me know when he comes in, though, will you? I want to see him.
Yes, Miss Brand.
Hello, Bill, darling. You hear? Yes, it's that silly little thing you sent me from Mexico. I got it just this morning, darling. And so I wanted to tell you how sweet it was. And thank you this way.
Marie!
This Christmas.
Marie!
Yes, Miss Brand.
Marie, I just heard her voice.
Whose voice, Miss Brand?
Hers. Jean's. Miss Thornton.
Why don't you lie down on the couch for a moment, Miss Brand? You've been working too hard lately, and I'll get you some water.
No, I tell you, I heard it. Right in this room.
In this room?
Yes, I know it was because there was that music box, too. A cigarette case of hers.
Oh, yes, I remember.
So do I. Because the last time I heard it was down there when they were picking up the things.
There's no one here now, Miss Brand? No one but you and me?
I know, but I heard it.
Was it speaking to you, this voice?
No, to Bill, to Mr. Farrell. Something personal.
Oh, I dare say. Have you ever looked in this closet by the door, Miss Brand?
Well, not especially, no.
I think there's probably a perfectly logical explanation of what you heard, Miss Brand. Yes, you see?
Oh.
A dictograph. It used to be Miss Thornton's. They use dictographs for everything in this office. They say it saves them $40,000 a year in stenographic help.
I see.
Something must have turned it on. Yes, there, you see? This box of pencils that has fallen off the shelf. It must have been that.
What turned it off, Marie?
I'm sure I don't know. It's quite simple, isn't it? Here's the switch.
Hello, Bill, darling. You hear?
Stop it!
Yes, Miss Brand.
And now get it out of here.
Certainly, Miss Brand. Is there any particular
I don't
place...
care what you do with it. Do anything you like. Throw it out the window.
What was that, Miss Brand?
Just get it out of here. And leave me alone. It's silly, I know that. It could have happened that way. It must have, just as Marie said. But all the time in the back of my mind was a lurking horror. A nameless thing that I felt hanging over that office and over me. Something about a girl who was dead. A girl who had plunged to her death from that same dark tower that was now my dark tower. Plunged screaming to her death only a few short weeks ago. The next night, I had to work late again to make up. I'd been out to supper, alone. I was conscious of the light still burning in Bill's office when I got back. I wasn't particularly anxious to see him just then. To be truthful, I was avoiding him, I suppose. I'd been in my office about an hour and a half when the phone rang. I thought it was strange because I was certain that I'd asked to have my night line disconnected. Out of habit, I picked it up to answer.
Hello, Bill? Bill, is that you? Bill!
Bill!
What, Helen? What is it?
Oh, Bill.
Helen, darling. Here, tell me. Baby, what is it? What's happened?
I heard her. Again.
Heard who, dear?
Jean Thornton.
Jean?
Yes, on the telephone. I know it was. I swear it...
But, darling, it couldn't have been.
Oh, Bill, I think I'm going mad.
Oh, Helen, darling, listen to me.
The picture, the dictograph. All right. But this...
Helen, look at me.
Yes, Bill.
I love you, Helen. You know that, don't you?
Yes. Oh, yes, darling, I do. I'm afraid.
There's nothing to be afraid of, darling.
No, not that. I'm afraid because now I know that you're afraid.
I am?
Yes. You are, aren't you?
Helen,
Bill, please. You've got to tell me now.
Now, look, darling. I'm in a jam. A bad jam, an awful bad jam.
Yes,
but
must be.
It's nothing that you have to worry about. It's nothing that isn't going to straighten itself out. It's nothing that I'm going to let affect us ever.
Bill, if it affects you, it does affect us.
Darling, you've got to trust me just a little longer.
Bill, I do. I will. But it's about Jean, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it's about Jean.
And it was. She didn't just fall.
It was a terrible thing, Helen. Terrible. About as terrible as it could be. But, Helen, just remember this, darling. There's nothing to be afraid of. It'll all be over soon. Very soon.
Is that all? All you can tell me?
It's all I can tell you now. Oh, darling, I know what this is like for you, but please go home now and forget all about it.
How can I forget about it?
Well, try anyway. I've got some things to finish up here, and then I'll call for you, and we'll start making our plans. Oh, you will marry me, won't you, Helen?
Oh, Bill, yes.
Then everything's all right. Go on now, go on.
All right.
Good night for now, my dearest.
Good night. went out. I didn't go home. I couldn't. I walked for miles, trying to think. But nothing made any sense, except that I was in love and in an agony of fear for what might happen to spoil it. And suddenly I realized that I had to know everything, now, tonight, whatever it was. So I went back to the office. Bill's light was still on, and I was just at the door when I stopped.
You're insane, crazy. Suppose somebody saw you and recognized you.
Sent me a message.
I did not. I gave no message to no one. Why do you lie to me like that?
I'm not going to.
You
Then I heard it. I threw open the door, and she was standing there. Jean Thornton. A woman who was dead. When I came to, I was lying on the couch in Bill's office. At first it seemed perfectly natural, lying there and Bill sitting beside me, holding my hands, her there, Jean, standing over by the desk, talking to him.
Well, what are you going to do about her?
Do? What do you mean, do?
You're going to have to do something she knows, doesn't she? Or she will when she snaps out of it.
I'm not going to do anything.
I suppose you're in love with her.
What if I am?
Because it makes a difference, my sweet, to me.
Bill?
Oh, darling. Darling, it's all right.
Is she really?
Yes. Yes, it's Jean.
But I saw her. That morning I saw her
That's
lying.
what you were supposed to think.
Then who?
Just a girl.
Well, you might as well tell her. At least then she'll be in it as deep as the rest of us.
Jean, please.
Your boyfriend there had been dipping into the till about $250,000 worth of the client's money. My insurance and what the company had me insured for was just about enough to cover it. Like a fool, I agreed to it.
You suggested it.
I thought he was in love with me then.
But there was a girl.
A girl who worked in the office. No friends, no family. I fired her the day before, then got her to come up here that night. Another chance. Modeling, I said, with my clothes.
Cigarette case.
I dug up another one. I knew people would remember that.
Oh, Bill.
I told you it was bad.
Oh, darling, I don't care. I don't care what it was. As long as...
I think you'd better let me take charge of things now, Mr. Farrell.
Marie.
Please don't move. I'm quite prepared to shoot if I have to.
Marie, this is insane.
Is it? It's a shakedown.
What do you want, Marie?
Quite a lot, I'm afraid. And how do you expect to get it? It's your word against ours, three of us.
You forget, Miss Thornton, that you are legally dead. As for the rest, do you remember, Miss Brandt, that I said we used dictographs for practically everything in this office?
It was you that...
I tried my best to warn you, Miss Brandt. I'm truly sorry for you. Listen.
Might as well tell her. At least then she'll be in as deep as the rest of us.
Jean, please.
Your boyfriend there has been dipping into the till about $250,000 worth of the client's money. My insurance.
There is more, of course, but I'm sure that will suffice. Now, Miss Thornton, I think you and I had better have a little talk alone.
What do you want us to do, Marie?
I'll come to you later, Mr. Farrell. For the moment, I must ask you to step into the conference room behind you. You too, Miss Brandt.
Marie.
Please, Mr. Farrell, not now. I shall have to lock you in, but it will not be for long. You know, of course, that there's no other way out except down.
We stood there huddled together by the locked door, but we could hear nothing. Until there was a sound like a window being opened, and then...
Marie! 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 Marie!
Come out now.
What have you done to her?
Miss Thornton has, shall we say, taken the easy way out.
You mean you forced her?
Very well, if you prefer. I'm sure it can make little difference now. You, Miss Brandt, I take it, are in love with Mr. Farrell, in spite of my warnings.
Yes.
That I'm sure I can count on your silence, knowing the results to Mr. Farrell if you were to break it.
Yes, anything.
But I'm afraid your marital plans will have to wait.
What do you mean?
I think it's best this way for my own protection. Of course, if anything were to happen to Mr. Farrell, this way, everything would come to me.
What would? How?
The firm and the money. You see, Miss Brandt, Mr. Farrell is going to marry me.
I looked at Bill. I knew he'd do as she said. What else? I turned and left the room without speaking. In my own office, I found the little automatic where lately I'd always kept it. When I came back, Bill was staring out the window, and Marie was making up her face from a little compact. They didn't even glance in my direction. I'm waiting for the police. I've been looking over the new layout. The Dulcet Soap campaign is particularly good. We did it together, Bill and I. The theme was a bride and groom.
Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, Roma, America's favorite wine. This is Ken Niles bringing back to our Suspense audience the lovely, talented star of tonight's play, Ann Baxter. Ann, you did a marvelous job. We're sorry you weren't cast as a sweet young thing tonight, but then most of our Suspense characters are pretty rugged, you know.
Well, I can't be the sweet young thing all the time, Mr. Niles.
Well, bad or good, to show you how we feel about you, Ann, here's a gift basket of Roma wines with the compliments of your host tonight, Roma Wine.
Thank you, Ken. And Roma, too. Let's see, is there a Roma wine in my basket that goes with baked beans and Saturday night favorites?
Oh, positively, Ann. For a combination fit for a king, try this delicious Roma California Burgundy with old-fashioned baked beans. It's a tempting treat. And whatever the dish, robust Roma Burgundy adds zest to everyday meals.
Ken, I could use you at home to help sell my cooking.
No need of that, Ann, when you serve Roma Burgundy. You'll find Roma Burgundy works wonders for the simplest dishes, brings out the natural flavor goodness of any hearty food. And remember, with Roma wines, you enjoy an important difference, an extra goodness in fuller bouquet, richer body, and better taste. Yes, that difference in Roma wines, that better taste, is the reason more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine.
It certainly makes sense, Ken. Thank you, and good night.
Ann Baxter is currently being seen in the 20th Century Fox Darrell F. Zanuck production, The Razor's Edge. Tonight's suspense play was written by Eleanor Beeson. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear William Bendix as star of Suspense.
Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. Until next week, enjoy more suspense thrills as compiled in Suspense Magazine.
In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as James Stewart, Eddie Bracken, Howard Da Silva, and others. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
Stay tuned for the thrilling adventures of the FBI in Peace and War, following immediately over most of these stations. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Now, the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California presents
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you a suspenseful play by Dashiell Hammett called Two Sharp Knives, and starring John Payne and Frank McHugh.
Suspense is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you a remarkable tale of suspense.
And with the drama called Two Sharp Knives, and with the performances of Mr. John Payne as Scott Henderson and Mr. Frank McHugh as Wally Shane, Roma Wines hope indeed to keep you in suspense. Shortly after 2 a.m., a poker game was breaking up at Ben Camsley's, the doctor coroner of Deerwood City. Scott Anderson, Deerwood's efficient chief of police, and Wally Shane, his easygoing assistant, were just about to leave.
Oh, talk about thieves. Our own chief of police committed nothing less than larceny the way he won that last pup.
Yeah. And having won it, I noticed he's losing no time in making off with the swag.
Scott, why don't you boys just break down and admit you don't know how to play like old Professor Scott here?
What?
You couldn't win a poker hand if it was on a punch board.
It's a good thing he's chief of police.
Come on, Wally. Let's get out of here before these amateurs break my heart.
Okay, Scott, anything you say. Where are we heading for, Chief?
Just across the street, Wally. Railroad station.
Oh, shucks. Aren't you afraid of the excitement? Don't you think that watching the 211 come in is have to be too much for your blood pressure?
Well, if it is, Wally, you can always carry on. You've been a fair imitation of an assistant to me for some time now.
Yeah?
Yeah. If anything happens to me, you'd be chief. Don't worry, it won't be any harder for you to fool the public as chief. Hi, Elmer.
Oh, howdy, Scotty. Well, hello, Wally boy.
Hi, Elmer.
Say, it's kind of late for you bigs to be around, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. We sort of figured we'd put the town to bed tonight. How's the 211? On time?
Right on the nose, Wally, right on the nose. Shall I be blowing for the bend in just about 3 seconds now. By golly, she proved me. She's early. That's her now. Why, you expecting anyone on us, Scotty?
No, Elmer, I'm not expecting anyone. Wally and I just thought we'd mosey over and watch her come in, that's all.
You know, Elmer, you can never tell who might get off, though. Jesse James or Jack the Ripper, or even your Ed Gussie.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Wally. Well, here she be, pardon me, just like I'll be rolling the wagon out to the base.
Hey, Elmer. How's it going?
Oh, I can't complain, Cap.
Well, maybe you can, Elmer, but I sure can. You hold us up with that freight there. How much more?
No. This is the last piece now. Well, there you are, Cap. It's all done.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Elmer.
Hey, Scott, you see what I see?
If you mean, do I see the man who just got off that train? The answer's yes.
Oh, he's a ringer for the guy we got that circular about.
That is the guy.
Well, then, what do we do now?
We take him, Wally. Let's go.
Whatever you say, Scott. Here he comes, over toward the taxi stand.
Driver, I want to go to the Deerwood Hotel. Oh, never mind. I see the hotel sign just a few blocks down the street. Sorry. I'll walk.
Hello, Furman.
Oh, I don't believe
You're Lester Furman, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Philadelphia?
Yes?
I'm Scott Anderson, chief of police here in Deerwood.
What's happened to her?
Happened to who?
Oh, no, you don't. If you think you can pull that sort of stuff with me, you're very much mistaken.
Look.
Okay, Scott.
You silly...
Let me get a crack at that mug.
Wait a minute, gentlemen.
Hold it, Wally. Hold it up. Well, Furman.
I'm sorry for a moment there. I thought that you weren't really a policeman.
Thanks. Guess I look almost human in civvies.
Until I saw the other gentleman's uniform, I thought you were a hold-up man, Mr. Scott.
Then never mind the thanks.
It was silly of me. I'm sorry.
Well, let's get going before anything else happens.
Are you taking me to police headquarters?
Mm-hmm.
What for?
Philadelphia.
I don't think I understand you.
You understand you're wanted in Philadelphia, don't you?
I'm wanted in Philadelphia?
Yeah. Got a cigarette?
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Here you are. What am I wanted for?
Murder.
Here we are. Here's the circular on Lester Furman. It was sent out by the Trans-American Detective Agency in Philadelphia. $1,500 reward for the arrest and conviction of Lester Furman, alias Lloyd Fields, alias J.D. Carpenter, for the murder of Paul Frank Dunlap in Philadelphia on December the 8th, 1942.
Oh, no.
Take a look at it.
Well?
It's a lie.
You're Furman, aren't you?
Yes.
The photograph reproduced in the circular is a picture of you, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but I can't understand.
Here, you better sit down.
Well, what we got here?
We got Lester Furman.
Oh, that Philadelphia. You lucky stiffs. Now you and Wally spent $1.50 reward, though. Jeez, I've never seen nothing like it. If it ain't vacations in New York at the city's expense, it's reward, Moolah.
George, someday, if you don't remember you're the jailer around here and not the DA, you're going to be wearing your teeth on the outside of your lip, and I'll be the guy who arranged it that way. You understand?
Oh, just 'cause you caught a guy who's hot in Philadelphia.
It's a lie. I never killed anybody. I won't be framed. I won't be
Oh,
framed.
shucks. Take it easy, Furman. Save it for the Philadelphia police. We're just holding you for them. If anything wrong, it's there, not here.
But it's not the police. It's the Trans-American Mr. Anderson, I suppose you're sure there's nothing I can do.
There's nothing anyone can do till morning. All right, George, you take Furman now and lock him up.
Come along, darling. We ain't had nobody in our little hoosegow for 3 days running. You'll have it all to yourself, just like a suite at the Ritz.
Well, good night and thank you.
Make him as comfortable as you can, George. If he wants anything sent in, okay.
He's valuable, huh? Now, if some bum didn't mean a nickel to you, maybe I ought to take a pillow off my own bed for him. And nuts. He's just like the rest of them to me.
Shut up! Perhaps you forgot my remark about your teeth a while back, George. Any day now, I'm going to forget your uncle's county chairman and throw you back in the gutter just to see how high you'll bounce. Remember that. Do all the talking you want, but do what I tell you.
Oh, shucks, Scott. George don't mean nothing. He's just money mad.
Okay, I'm going home now. If it's anything urgent, I can be reached there. But I don't want to be disturbed unless it's urgent. Hello?
Scott, this is Wally.
Yeah, Wally? Oh, what time is it?
It's 5 after 6 in the morning, and you'd better come right down, Scott. That fellow Furman's hung himself.
What? Hung himself?
Yeah, by his belt from a window bar. Deader than a mackerel.
I'll be right in, Wally. Phone Ben Camsley, tell him I'll pick him up on the way down.
Oh, shucks. No doctor's going to do Furman any good now.
Well, it won't hurt to have him looked at. You better phone the county court at Douglasville, too, and file a routine report.
Already did that. And what's more, hold on to your seat. The DA's on the way over, in person.
The DA? I'll be there before you hang up.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as stars Mr. John Payne and Mr. Frank McHugh, whom you've heard in the first act of Two Sharp Knives by Dashiell Hammett, which is Roma Wines' presentation tonight of Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. Elsa Maxwell, famed hostess, makes this suggestion for added mealtime enjoyment.
It's smart, yet simple, to dress up ordinary meals. For a festive note, spread your table with a brightly colored cloth, a centerpiece heaped with fresh fruits and nuts, a basket of crispy brown hot rolls, and at each plate, a glistening glassful of golden Roma Sauterne, well chilled.
A most welcome suggestion from Miss Maxwell. And as you enjoy Roma California Sauterne, you'll be delighted with the flavorful delicacy of this truly distinguished table wine. Like all Roma wines, Roma Sauterne is always unvaryingly good, the goodness of selected grapes, picked at the peak of perfection in sunny California's choicest vineyards, carefully pressed, the rich natural juices guided to perfection, unhurriedly, by the ancient wine skill of Roma's famed wineries. Good Roma wines never vary, are always enjoyable, yet cost only pennies a glass. Remember, because of uniformly fine quality at reasonable cost, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine. R-O-M-A, Roma wine.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our soundstage John Payne as Scott Anderson, Deerwood City Chief of Police, and Frank McHugh as Assistant Chief Wally Shane in Two Sharp Knives, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Come on in, Chief. Good old Ted Carroll, the DA's here, and he's plenty hot under the collar.
Yeah, what's he burning about?
Oh, he's just mad. He's run up quite a phone bill for us, too. Been calling Philadelphia every couple of minutes since he got here. What kept you so long?
I couldn't get my car started. Well, let's go in. Hello, Ted.
Listen, Scott, what is all this?
Oh, what?
This fiddly-dee, this hanky-panky.
I suppose you mean Furman. Wasn't it suicide?
Sure, it was suicide. I just telephoned Transamerican, dug a guy out of bed there. They phoned me just a few minutes ago and said they'd never sent out any circulars on Furman.
Oh?
They didn't want him for murder or anything else. All they knew about him was he used to be a client of theirs.
I don't know what to say, Ted.
I don't either. What on earth kept you so long, Scott?
Car stall. Came as quick as I could. Well, what makes you so edgy, Ted?
Oh, nothing. I guess it's just the district attorney in me.
Oh, shucks. Gents, if you're not careful, you're liable to give the impression that you two don't like each other.
Okay, Wally. I'll quit if he will. Tell me what's wrong, Ted.
Well, there's plenty wrong, Scott. Everything's wrong. First, that Transamerican thing. They never sent out any circulars about Furman. And I'll get this. I talked to the Philly police just before you came in. There wasn't any Paul Frank Dunlap murder down there that they know about. They've got no unexplained murder for December 8th, 1942. What did you get out of Furman before you let him hang himself?
Only, well, that he was innocent.
Well, didn't you grill him? Didn't you find out what he was doing in town? Wally, didn't you?
Oh, shucks. What for? He admitted his name was Furman. The circular description fitted him. The photograph was him. Transamerican Detective Agency supposed to be on the level. Philadelphia wanted Furman. We didn't.
But Scott. Oh, sure, Ted, sure. If I'd known he was going to hang himself, but then if your aunt wore pants, she'd be your uncle. You said Furman had been a client of Transamerican. Then tell me what kind of a job they were doing for him.
Well, his wife left him a couple of years ago, and he had them hunting for her for 5 or 6 months, but they never found her. They're sending a man up here tonight to look things over.
They are, huh?
Yes.
Hmm.
And I might as well tell you, Scott, they're going to raise plenty of trouble over this.
Yeah, I know that, Ted. There usually is trouble when somebody dies in a jail cell.
Chief Anderson?
Yeah, come in.
They told me I'd find you here. I'm Carl Rising, assistant manager of Transamerican Detective Agency in Philadelphia. This is Mr. Wheelock, who was Lester Furman's personal attorney.
How do you do? Glad to know you, Mr. Rising. Mr. Wheelock, this is Wally Shane, my assistant.
How are you?
How do you do?
I know you gentlemen are already in possession of most of the details concerning Mr. Furman from the time he arrived in Deerwood until the time of his death. But perhaps you don't know that the police of most towns in our corner of the state have also received copies of this reward circular. Get it for him, will you, Wally?
Here you are.
Why, this circular is a forgery.
Well, you're sure it's a forgery, Mr. Rising?
Oh, yes, there's no doubt about it. And it's an excellent forgery. The paper, style, and type are almost exactly like those we use at Transamerica. Almost, but not quite.
Well, what do you know? A forgery.
Tell me, Mr. Wheelock, was Mr. Furman a native Philadelphian?
Oh, my, yes. He was well-known, respectable, prosperous citizen of Philadelphia.
Married, wasn't he?
In 1934, he married a 22-year-old girl named Ethel Bryan, daughter of a Philadelphia family.
And the Furmans had a child, isn't that right, Mr. Wheelock?
Yes, born in 1936. But the child lived only a few months. Mrs. Furman's wife disappeared after the child's death.
What year was it she disappeared?
Mr. Rising should remember that. His agency worked on that matter.
Yes, I remember it very well. Mrs. Furman disappeared in 1937. We never heard anything of her again, although Furman spent quite a lot of money trying to locate her.
Furman never divorced her, huh?
No, sir. I should say not. He was very much in love with her. And he seemed to think that the kid's dying made her a little screwy so that she didn't know what she was doing. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Wheelock?
Well, that is my belief, Mr. Rising.
You said Furman had money, Mr. Wheelock. How much did he have, and who gets it?
I should say his estate will amount to perhaps $500,000, left in its entirety to his wife.
His wife, huh?
That's quite a handy sum for anyone to have, huh, Wally?
Yeah.
Tell me, do either of you know why Furman came to Deerwood?
No, I
don't.
Oh, shucks. You were his attorney, Mr. Wheelock. Don't you know if he told his servants or his office employees or someone why he came here?
I know of no one of whom he told, and I can't see that these questions of yours are getting us anywhere. Why do you persist in asking them?
Because, Mr. Wheelock, everything shows that somebody framed Furman into the Deerwood jail. And that frame-up drove him to suicide. Nothing shows anything else. And there has to be something else. A lot else.
Well, Chief, what do we do now?
I'm going across the street to Fritz's undertaking parlor. Maybe I'll find something else there.
You find anything at the undertaking parlor, Scott?
Nah, not much.
Well, I was over there myself just after you left, and I did.
You did? What?
Well, I saw these.
Save it, Wally. Come in.
Hello.
butting into anything here?
Oh, shucks, no. You know the coroner's report is always welcome at a time like this, Doc?
What's on your mind, Doc?
Well, is it all right to talk here? I mean, can anyone hear us?
No, go ahead, talk.
Listen, Scott, 2 of those bruises showed.
What bruises?
Furman, up under the hair, there were 2 bruises.
Why didn't you tell me?
I am telling you, Scott. You weren't here when I made my examination. You were off chasing some stick-up hoodlums. This is the first time I've seen you since then.
But why didn't you spill the stuff about Furman's bruises when you were testifying at the inquest, Ben?
I'm a friend of yours. Do I want to put you in a spot where people say you drove this fellow to suicide by third-degreeing him too rough?
Oh, shucks, Doc. You're nuts. How bad was Furman's head?
Well, that didn't kill him, if that's what you mean. There's nothing the matter with his skull, just a couple of bruises that nobody would notice unless they parted the hair.
It killed him just the same. You and your friendship that... Hello. Yeah, Fritz. A couple of ladies? Who are they? Oh, okay, I'll wait.
I've got to run along now, Scott.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Right.
It's Fritz at the undertaking parlor. A couple of ladies want to see Furman's body. He's going to ask why.
That's what I was going to tell you, Scott. When I was over there, I saw...
Hello. Oh, are you one of the ladies who wants to see... You're Furman's wife. Mrs. Furman, Oh, then by all means, Miss Furman. Only when you're through over there, I want you to come over to my office. I've got some things I want to ask you. Right. Well, what do you know about that? Furman's wife.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I saw him. And one of them's Hotshot Randall, a babe with a record as long as your arm. She's one of that mob you had me working on in New York last summer.
She know you?
Sure, but not by my right name. She thinks I'm a Detroit rum runner.
No, I mean, does she recognize you just now?
I don't think she saw me. Anyway, she didn't give me a tumble.
Okay, Wally, stick around a while, but stay out of sight. Maybe I'll be bringing these dolls back with me.
Whatever you say, Chief.
Come in.
Chief Anderson?
That's right. Mrs. Furman?
Yes. This is my friend, Mrs. Crowder.
Mrs. Crowder. Thought your name was Randall.
What do you care, Chief? I'm not hurting your town any.
Okay. Now, before anybody says anything, I want to tell you something. Furman didn't commit suicide. He was murdered.
Murder? My husband murdered?
We got alibis. We were in New York. We can prove it.
You're likely to get a chance. How'd your people happen to come down here?
Murdered.
Who's got a better right to come down here? She was still his wife, wasn't she? She's got a right to look out for her own interest, hasn't she?
Yeah, that reminds me of something. Excuse me just a second. I gotta make a phone call in the next room.
Oh, take it easy.
Hey, Hamill.
Yeah, Chief?
I want you to have someone get hold of that lawyer, Wheelock, before he leaves town and tell him I want to see him. And, is Wally around?
No, he's not here. He said you told him to keep out of sight. I'll find him for you, though.
Right. Tell Wally I want him to go to, New York tonight. Send Mason home to get some sleep. He'll have to take over Wally's night trick.
Okay.
Feeling better, honey, now?
Mr. Anderson, do you think that I had anything to do with with his death?
I don't know, Mrs. Furman. I know he was killed. I also know he left something like $500,000.
Dollars?
Dollars.
All right, Chief. Now, don't be a clown. The kid here didn't have a thing to do with whatever you think happened.
No?
No. We read about Lester Furman committing suicide in yesterday morning's paper, and about there being something funny about it. And I persuaded her she ought to come down to Deerwood, and that's all.
Mr. Anderson, I wouldn't have done anything to hurt Lester. I left him because I wanted to leave him, but I wouldn't have done anything to him for money or anything else. Well, if I'd wanted money from him, all I'd had to do would have been to just ask him for it.
That's so.
Well, he used to put ads in the paper telling me if I wanted anything to let him know, but I never did. You can ask his lawyer, Mr. Wheelock. Anybody who knew anything about it can tell you that.
Yeah, that's the truth, Chief. For years I've been telling Ethel she was a chump not to tap him, but she never would. I had a hard enough time getting her to come for her share, now that he's dead and got nobody else to leave it to.
I wouldn't have hurt him.
Why did you leave him then?
Well, after the baby died, I just...
Hey, excuse me. Oh, yeah, Hamill. You gave Wally the message. Yeah, I want him to go to New York tonight. Okay, where is he, home? He is home, Okay, thanks. This circular's what got your husband in the jug, Mr. Furman. Did you ever see that picture before?
No, why, that... It can't be. It's a snapshot I have. It's an enlargement of it.
Who else has one?
No, nobody that I know of. I don't think anybody else could have one.
Have you still got yours?
Yes, I don't remember whether I've seen it recently. It's with some old papers and things, but I must have it.
Well, Mrs. Furman, it's stuff like this that's got to be checked up. Neither one of us can dodge it. Now, there's two ways we can play.
Yes.
I can hold you here on suspicion till I've had time to check things up, or I can send one of my men back to New York with you for the checkup. I'm willing to do that if you'll speed things up by helping him all you can. And if you'll promise me you won't try any tricks.
I promise I'm as anxious as you are to track this down.
All right. How'd you come down?
We drove. That's my car, the big green one across the street.
Fine. Then my man can ride back with you. But no funny business.
Funny Chamonix. What do you expect, her?
Huh? Oh, send him in. Hello, Mr. Wheelock. Is this really Mrs. Furman?
Yes, that's really her, all right.
Fine.
How do you do?
You wait here, Wheelock. I'll be back in a little while. Come on, girls.
Where are we going?
We're going to solve a murder, sister.
Who lives here?
Wally Shane, my assistant. He's the man who's going to drive you to New York tonight. All right? Here we are. Wally?
Who is it?
Scott, Wally.
Oh, come in.
Ladies first.
Harry! Harry!
Hello, Ethel.
You two know each other, huh?
Well, shucks. We just sort of...
Don't reach for that gun, Wally. I've got you covered.
I guess you win, Scott.
I guess I do. Why didn't you get out of town, Wally?
No, it's Harry.
You must have known when you saw these two women.
I did. But when Hamill phoned and said you were going to send me to New York, I figured I was getting a break. You fooled me plenty on that one, Scott.
Yeah. You gonna come along nice and quiet, Wally?
Oh, shucks. Why not?
Okay. And I'm afraid I've got to say it. Wally Shane, I arrest you for the murder of Lester Furman. You, comfortable in here, Wally?
Can't complain. For a cell. Say, Scott. You didn't just stumble on all this, did you?
Nope. Furman had to be murdered by a copper. Only a copper with no reward circulars well enough to make a good job of forging one. Only a copper, one of my coppers, would be able to walk into Furman's cell, bang him across the head, and string him up. When you told me you knew the Randall woman, well, there it was. What got you like this, Wally?
Oh, shucks. What gets most saps into jams? A yen for easy dough. I'm in New York, see, Scott, working on that Dutton job for you. Then I run into this Ethel Furman, and she goes for me like a house afire. Like her, too, so that's dandy. But one night she tells me about how much dough her husband's got, and how it would all come to her if... Well, I got to thinking.
Thinking what?
I think she's nuts enough about me to marry me. I still think she'd marry me if she didn't know I killed him. So anyway, I did it. I swiped that snapshot. I sent those circulars out. To a lot of places, you know, not wanting to point too much to this one. And when I was ready, I phoned Furman and I told him to come to the Deerwood Hotel that night, and sometime before the next night he'd hear from his wife, Ethel. I knew he'd fall for any trap that was baited with her. Oh, shucks. I guess I'm not as sharp as I thought I was.
Maybe you are, Wally, but that doesn't always help. Old man Camsley's, Ben's father, used to have a saying. To a sharp knife comes a tough steak. I'm sorry you did it, Wally. I always liked you.
I know you did. I was counting on that too, Scott. But... oh, shucks.
And so closes Two Sharp Knives, in which Roma Wines have brought you John Payne and Frank McHugh as stars of tonight's study in Suspense. Suspense is produced, edited, and directed by William Spear.
Before our stars return to the microphone, let me say a word for Roma Wines, the sponsor of Suspense. Elsa Maxwell, noted authority on smart entertaining, has this suggestion.
When the thermometer rises, it's time for cooling, refreshing drinks. Enjoy the taste thrill of frosty cold, thirst-quenching Roma refreshers. A Roma Sherry Cobbler is a gay and colorful drink, simple to prepare with distinguished Roma California sherry.
Miss Maxwell has an excellent idea there. And America's smartest drink, the Roma Sherry Cobbler, takes but a jiffy to prepare. Here is how. In a tall glass, dissolve 1/2 teaspoonful sugar in 2 tablespoons lemon juice. Half fill the glass with delicious Roma sherry. Add ice to fill, stir well, and you have the most delightful summer refresher you've ever tasted. You know, June is the month of weddings and anniversaries, and a most distinguished way to honor this year's and yesteryear's June bride is by serving delicious Roma California champagne. Its delightful pale gold color, distinctive dryness, tell you that here is a truly fine champagne. Roma champagne. No better way to say happy days ahead than with Roma champagne.
This is John Payne. I'm sure I speak for Mr. Mayhew, too, in saying how delighted we have been to be invited to appear on Suspense. Before Mr. Mayhew brings you a message from our government, I would like to pass along to you the billboard for next Thursday's half hour of Suspense. It will star that polished and sinister actor, Clifton Webb, in a radio play based on John Dixon Carr's novel, The Burning Court. Okay, Frank, take over.
The Battle of the Pacific has moved into high gear. Our fighting men are doing more than their share in this big second half of our fight for victory. The current 7th War Loan Drive is an opportunity for you to do your share. The money you invest in war bonds now will increase in value. Will be your ready cash for tomorrow. Buy those extra war bonds today.
John Payne will soon be seen in the 20th Century Fox Technicolor production, The Dolly Sisters. Frank McHugh can soon be seen in State Fair from the same studio. Next Thursday, same time, Mr. Clifton Webb will be your star of Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Autolite and its 98,000 dealers bring you Mr. Frank Lovejoy in tonight's presentation of Suspense.
Tonight, Autolite presents a story based on fact, terrifying in its truth. The dramatic report of a man returned home to find he now lives in a frightened city. Our star, Mr. Frank Lovejoy.
Hi, Harlow. What's the matter?
Hap, I'm in love.
Oh, what's her name?
It's not a her, it's the famous Autolite Stay Full. The battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use.
Why, millions of drivers go for the Autolite Stay Full, Harlow.
Sure, Hap, because it's the great battery with the fiberglass retaining mats protecting every positive plate to reduce shedding and flaking. And that means longer life for the Autolite Stay Full battery, as proved by tests conducted according to accepted life cycle standards.
Tell other drivers how to meet this lovable battery, Harlow.
All right, friends, your neighborhood Autolite battery dealer services all makes of batteries, and he will gladly show you the Autolite Stay Full battery for your car. To quickly learn his location, call Western Union by number
and ask for me, Operator 25. I'll give you the location of your nearest Autolite battery dealer where you can get an Autolite Stay Full.
the battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite presents The Frightened City, starring Mr. Frank Lovejoy, hoping once again to keep you in suspense.
The train pulled out of Easton at 1:20 in the afternoon. It had pulled in 3 minutes earlier. It was a simple thing I had to do then. Watch it cross the bridge over the Wabash, watch it grow smaller, and when it was out of sight, I was finally home. And home was pick up the barracks bag and walk up the small hill from the depot. Down into Main Street on an autumn afternoon. Turn left on Sycamore, down 3 blocks, where the houses are painted white and there's rockers on the porches and wide elm trees in November color. and the far-off sound of a dog barking and the smell of smoldering leaves. And 595 Sycamore Street. Up the path, and up the steps. Jane! Janie!
Who is it?
Janie! Sis!
Nick! Oh, Nicky.
How's the baby, sis?
Oh, fine. He was teething, but he's all right now.
I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, he's beautiful.
How's Johnny? How's Johnny, sis?
What?
Johnny, how is he? Your husband, my brother-in-law, Johnny, how... What's the matter with you?
Didn't you get my letter?
I was aboard ship the last 2 weeks, so...
Johnny is dead. Johnny went walking one night, and he's dead. One night, Johnny said he was going to walk
Janie.
down to Main Street. He told me he wanted to stop in the police station. He had something to tell the
Janie,
chief of
Janie.
police. He went out, and he was walking along.
Baby.
A car drove by, and someone shot a gun at Johnny. And Johnny's dead.
Who? Who shot Johnny, sis? Janie, I'm talking to you. Who shot Johnny? Janie.
Come with me, Nick. There's your nephew. He's sleeping, and he's my son. He's pink, and he's fat, and he says Mama. He can say Dada, too, but it's a word he won't need. He's a good baby. I love him as much as a mother can love a child. Now, I want to show you something else. I've had it here in my apron, and I've been wondering what to do about it. I found it under my door about a week ago, the day after Johnny was shot. I'll read it to you. Don't talk to strangers. What happened to Daddy can happen to Sonny.
Give it to me.
My little boy is going to grow up. He's going to play with other boys and laugh and cry when he scrapes his knee on the sidewalk and go to school.
Give me the note,
and
Janie.
live a life. No. No note, Nicky. These pieces get burned, get forgotten. It gets forgotten like everything else that's happened.
Who did it, Janie?
You're back from a war. Let everything be peaceful now. Look at my son, Nick. The way he wakes up. So peaceful.
Then the infinite gentleness as she lifted the child, held him close and kissed him. And the room was stillness and anguish, and the bitter fear, and the emptiness. And this was homecoming. Outside it was November, a long, quiet avenue. And the glimpse of the coat-sweated woman in her backyard, gathering in her wash, feeling in it the starch of cold autumn wind. Walk to a cross street, then 3 blocks east. Police headquarters. Give a murdered man's name and yours, ask for the chief of police, and in less than an hour be shown into him.
Hello, Mr. Crawford. Have a seat.
You know why I'm here?
Yeah, I do.
I just came from my sister. She's scared. She gets threatening notes and burns them up. Why?
I don't know.
Who killed her husband?
I don't know.
Now look, you, this happened to my sister and now it's happening to me. A week ago, a man walked down the street. He was on his way to see you and he got murdered.
Easy, kid, easy. I've got some things to tell you.
Tell me.
4 people saw it happen to your brother-in-law. That night, one of them, a woman, was brutally beaten, tossed into a vacant lot. A kid playing in the trash found her there. 2 days later, another witness got a bomb thrown through his nice new house and almost killed his wife. That's 2. The other 2 won't talk either, like your own sister won't talk. I'm tired, Mr. Crawford. I got a lot of things to clear away.
I want their names and addresses.
They'll talk to you, huh?
They'll talk to me. I want those names.
All right. Tell the sergeant in the next office I said you can have them. Mr. Crawford.
What?
Things have changed in this town. It's different. Hang around. You'll see.
Hello.
Good evening.
Mr. Osborne?
Mr. Osborne, something I can do for you?
They told me down at your place of business you'd be home. It's about Jimmy Stewart. Mind if I sit down?
No. Johnny Stewart, a friend of yours?
He was married to my sister.
Your sis? Oh, then you must be Nick. Heard a lot about you from Johnny. How you were soldiering. Welcome home, Nick.
Johnny worked for you, didn't he?
Good accountant, nice guy, Johnny. One of the best.
You were with him the night he was killed.
That's right, I was with him.
Well, you want to tell me about it?
Johnny was walking by my store just as I was closing up. I told him to wait a minute. I'd walk with him. We walked. We talked. Got to a corner. I told Johnny to wait for me while I went into the drugstore to buy some cigarettes. Just as I came out, a car turned the corner. Shot him down, drove away. That's how it was.
What kind of car?
I wouldn't know.
Sedan, convertible, old, new?
A week ago they put me through this. I didn't know then, I don't know now.
Well, he worked for you. He was your friend. You knew all about him and me and his wife.
Nick, I like it here on my porch swing. It reminds me I'm alive. Don't spoil it for me, Nick.
Mrs. Mason, you were sitting right here at your window and you saw it happen. You saw Johnny killed.
I didn't see it.
Well, what kind of a car? Just tell me that.
Nothing.
Well, the men who beat you up, did you identify them?
There were weeds, dirty old tin cans.
Please.
And they threw me down and kicked me in my throat. Go away. What are you doing in my house?
You listen to me, Nick. I can remember when Johnny Stewart was a kid, and he stole penny candy from me, right here in this same drugstore.
Yeah, and he grew up to be shot down right on this corner, right outside this store. What happened that night, Mr. Nolan?
Nick, I built up a nice business here. 20 years.
What did you see?
Nicky, it was me had to scrub his blood off the sidewalk.
What did you see?
Nothing. Nothing, that's what I saw, Nick. Nothing.
Hi.
Hello there.
Raking leaves, you can work up a sweat, even in November.
Yeah, big tree, a lot of leaves, Indian summer evening. You sweat.
I know. You're Tom Ruxton, aren't you?
That's right.
I'm Nick Crawford.
Glad to know you.
Johnny Stewart was my brother-in-law.
Oh. Really?
You got a nice house, Tom.
Thanks.
I understand your wife was almost killed when they tossed a bomb into it.
That's right. Hazel was out back. Lucky.
That bomb was tossed into your house because you were a witness to a murder, wasn't it?
House looks okay now. Got nice neighbors. Helped me. We fixed it up ourselves.
Who killed Johnny? You're scared to death, aren't you?
I've got a pretty good house here, mister. A tract house, GI loan. Once I had a nice uniform, just like you. Now what I've got's a wonderful wife, and anybody asks me, I'll say Hazel's a wonderful wife and I love her.
Like I said, scared.
Right now, mostly of you, and whatever you're carrying around with you, I don't want to rub off on me or Hazel. So I'll tell you something. Leave me alone.
When I went outside, it was evening in Easton. The air was chill, and the dew was turning to light frost on the lawns. I walked for a while, and I noticed a thing. The people on the streets. Their stares, their looks over the shoulder at me, the whispers and the turning aside to let me pass. The word had gotten around that Johnny Stewart's brother-in-law was back in town, and he was asking questions. I was being pointed out and walked away from. I'd come home, and I'd come home to a frightened city.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. Frank Lovejoy in The Frightened City. Tonight's presentation in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Hey, Hap, isn't that wonderful?
Well, Harlow, it looks just like an Autolite Stay Full battery to me.
Hap, I'm surprised at you. Don't you realize that this is the battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use? Don't you know that the Autolite Stay Full is protected by fiberglass retaining mats around every positive plate to reduce shedding and flaking? Aren't you aware of its longer life, as proved by tests conducted according to accepted life cycle standards?
Well, sure, Harlow.
Well, then,
I
Hap,
only-
you'll agree when I say money can't buy a better battery. So, friends, visit your nearest Autolite battery dealer. He services all makes of batteries, and he's got an Autolite Stay Full for your car in case a replacement is needed. To quickly locate your nearest Autolite battery dealer, call Western Union by number.
And ask for Operator 25. I'll tell you where you can get an Autolite Stay Full.
The battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Frank Lovejoy in Elliot Lewis's production of The Frightened City, a dramatic report well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The next morning in Easton, clear, bright. Look out the window of an upstairs room where you've slept in an almost forgotten bed. And the glint of sunlight as autumn leaves wet with melting frost. And 3 houses down, the man in the bathrobe darting out of his front door to where the morning paper had been tossed into an evergreen bush. Watch him stalk it, retrieve it, scurry back. Trace a design on a pane of steamed window. And it's almost the way you remembered it. Almost.
Nicky, you up?
Yeah, come on in.
Hi.
Hi.
You sleep good?
Yeah. I heard the kid bawling a little while ago. Woke me up.
Oh, he was hungry. He's all right now. Nicky,
What?
got home real late last night. I waited up a long time, then I got tired and went to sleep. My brother's first night home in 3 years. You'd think you could have managed to get home early enough for us to talk.
Well, what do we talk about, Jane?
You? What's happened to you in 3 years?
But Johnny. Dead Johnny. Murdered Johnny. Your husband, the man you had the kid with. We don't talk about that, huh, sister?
Shut up.
Janie.
I told you, shut up!
You're going to yell me into keeping quiet, Janie.
I told you. I don't want my baby killed. Johnny was enough.
You hate me for wanting to know why Johnny's dead? You hate me for that, Janie?
My baby gets hurt. I'll hate you to your grave.
You've got lots of new things in the house, Jane. You know, new furniture, new carpets. Looks nice. Looks expensive.
Are you coming down for breakfast?
How much did Johnny make working as an accountant for Osborne? 50? 60 a week? How much?
Nick, leave me alone.
New sofa, big green leather chair, new carpet. That costs a lot of money. How did you get them, Jane? Installment plan? Somebody give you a birthday present? How'd you do it, Jane? You got a home hobby? You take telephone subscriptions for a ladies' magazine? Or did Johnny do it? Is that it? How? He steal, he rob, he killed?
Nicky.
Tell me.
Ask Osborne.
Osborne? Ask him what?
How we suddenly became rich, how Johnny left a bank account with $30,000 in it.
What are you talking about?
You said you walked the town last night. Didn't you see what's happened to it?
See what?
People walking into back rooms, shops with no customers open late, men paying newsboys with bills and not taking change, or newspapers. People walking into back rooms, card rooms, dice tables, numbers.
And Johnny was part of it?
Johnny worked for Osborne.
And Johnny got sick of it and was on his way to tell the cop?
Oh, Nicky.
Janie, what's the matter?
If you tell anybody what I said, I'll swear you're lying. My baby, Nick, my son. I just died. That's what you did to me. You just died.
What's the big idea of busting up my office?
I'll tell you the idea, Osborne. I reached across that desk to grab you by the throat. And I was going to try to break you in half, but a thing stopped me. You want to know what stopped me, Osborne?
What's the matter with you, Nick?
I want you to look at me, and I want you to say to yourself, here's a man who's angry. And you say to yourself, here's a man who might reach across the desk and kill me. He hasn't made up his mind yet. On your feet, Osborne. On your feet! Why did you kill Johnny?
You crazy?
Talk to me, talk. Tell me, why did you kill Johnny?
I was walking with him, son. Walking with him. How
could you set him up as a pigeon? It's real simple. Walk with him, then go into a drugstore and wait until he's killed. Now you know how. Now tell me why.
Talking to your sister, son?
Osborne, you send your boys down to see my sister. They might live through what happened to him, but I doubt it.
Tough boy. Soldier boy.
Here's what's else, Osborne. This town suddenly stinks. Dice rooms, card rooms, numbers, and everything that goes with it. My brother-in-law gets a shiny garbage disposal, a new grand piano, real fine rugs, and a large bank account. On how much a week? 75 accountants make about that, don't they?
We could start you at about 300.
Be polite, Mr. Osborne, to a guy who's talking.
500.
Polite, Mr. Osborne. That's the word for just now. I could kill you, Osborne. Think about it with me. Here we are in this room. You, the man who's got the whole town of Easton so scared that nobody has a friend anymore. Takes a powerful man to frighten almost 20,000 people, but you did it.
Anything happens to me, Nicky boy, you'd get 1 block from here. Let's think about that, too,
That's
huh?
what I'm coming to. Then there's me in this room, and you're afraid of me, and that makes me pretty big, too. But I'm not going to kill you because this is my town. And it used to be a pretty good town.
The uniform and the flag and the fist, that's all you need?
And there's law, and there's people who need to know what's happening here. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
Get proof, Nicky? How?
About 8 o'clock tonight, I'm going to take a walk, and I'm going to take the same walk that Johnny did. And I'm going into that drugstore, and I'm going to make a phone call. A long-distance call to St. Louis to a newspaper guy I know. And then it's going to be in the papers about a frightened city. And the reporters will come here, and they'll find out, Osborne. You're getting real scared, baby.
You mean it about taking that walk tonight, Nick?
I mean it.
Maybe we'll bump into each other.
We will. And on the way home, stop at Lane's sporting goods store. Buy a gun, buy cartridges. And Mr. Lane is all business. No good evenings. No, how have you been, Nicky? Just ring it up on the cash register, not look at you, and walk quickly away from you when it was done. And the walk home. Small town held in November twilight. Inside the house, try the new piano. The room where the baby is. Play with him. And Jane comes in and takes him away from you and tells you there's supper in the kitchen if you want it. And eat alone, paper propped against water pitcher. Alone. From now on, everything alone. Because the police wouldn't let you be a pigeon. Glance at the kitchen clock. And it's time.
You going out, Nick?
Yeah,
Where?
just for a walk.
Will you be late?
Maybe. Don't wait up for me.
Something for you, Nick?
Some change. I want to use your phone.
Sure, Nick. Here, Nick.
Thanks.
Long distance.
Oh, long distance. What's the station-to-station charge to St. Louis?
Just a moment, please. That will be $1.20, including the tax. What number do you wish, please?
are you calling in St. Louis, please?
Pick a number.
I'm sorry, sir, but you must...
Don't be sorry. Get anybody you want to talk to in St. Louis. Have a talk on me.
I will return your money, sir.
No, don't do that. There's somebody I want to call in St. Louis, but I can't think of who it is.
I will give you information.
No, just talk to me.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't do that.
Operator, I've got to talk into this phone for just a little while longer, just to let somebody think I'm not kidding in case somebody's watching.
I don't understand, sir. Would you like information?
About what?
Do you wish to talk to St. Louis, sir?
Do you think I should?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to return your money.
No, don't do that. I've got a number. Get me, Benton 64373 in St. Louis.
One moment, please.
Nick!
Osborne.
Nick. Oh, Nick. Sorry, soldier. And just think, you could have died on a battlefield, not in your hometown.
Osborne didn't die. He lived quite a long time, 5 months. Hospital, trial, confession, sentence. And in 5 months, it was spring in Easton. It was a good spring. And you know how people are. They react to the weather.
Hi, Nick. Tree's starting to bud already. You notice?
They get friendly and they smile a lot, like winter was a long time, a dark time, and it was over.
Come on over to the house when you have a chance, Nick. You do that, you hear?
Grass grows in the springtime, but babies grow all the time.
Did you see him? Did you see him, Nick? He walked. My son walked.
Sure I saw him, sis.
He's growing up.
That happens, sis.
And you know what? He's lucky. He's got a good town to grow up in.
Suspense. Presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. Frank Lovejoy.
This is Harlow Wilcox, and here once again is our star, Frank Lovejoy. This was your first appearance of our new season, Frank, and we want you to know we enjoyed every minute.
Thank you, Harlow, and thanks to Autolite for making it possible. You've had some wonderful shows this season, and next week's promises to be one of the best. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may, I recommend that you be sure to listen to Death and Miss Turner, starring Miss Agnes Moorehead.
Yes, Frank, it should be a great show, brought to you by one of the great names in American industry, Autolite, and its family of 98,000 distributors and dealers in the United States and thousands more in Canada and throughout the world. Our family also includes the nearly 30,000 men and women in 28 great Autolite plants from coast to coast and Autolite plants in many foreign countries, as well as the 18,000 people who have invested a portion of their savings in Autolite. Every Autolite product is backed by constant research and precision built to the highest standards of quality and performance. So remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
Next week, a new radio play by the originator of Suspense, Mr. William Spear. The story is called Death and Miss Turner, and it will star the First Lady of Suspense, Miss Agnes Moorehead. That's next week on Suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with music composed by Lucian Morowick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The Frightened City was written for Suspense by Morton Fine and David Friedkin. Featured in tonight's cast were Joan Banks, Lou Merrill, Herb Butterfield, Paula Winslow, Hy Averback, and Charles Calvert.
Frank Lovejoy appeared through the courtesy of Warner Brothers, whose current release is Operation Secret.
Remember next week, Miss Agnes Moorehead in Death and Miss Turner.
You can buy Autolite Stay Full batteries, Autolite electrical parts, and Autolite resistor or standard type spark plugs at your neighborhood Autolite dealers. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
Yes, Roma wines taste better because only Roma selects from the world's greatest wine reserves for your pleasure. That's R-O-M-A, Roma wines. Those better-tasting California wines enjoyed by more Americans than any other wine. For friendly entertaining, for delightful dining. Yes, right now, a glassful would be very pleasant as Roma wines bring you Agnes Moorehead in a remarkable tale of suspense.
We were driving too fast, but I knew that if I slowed down at all, I would begin to tremble. And so, although the road was tortuous, climbing steeply up the mountain, I kept my foot pressed hard on the gas pedal. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see that my husband was looking quietly into the green valley far below. He looked peaceful now. He had made his speech about driving too fast. I'd asked him to be quiet, and now he was quiet. I wondered what he would do if I stopped the car and told him right then that we were driving up to the Johnson house so that I might kill him. I parked the car on the highway at the foot of the dirt road leading up to the house. We walked quickly behind the heavy trees. My husband stopped once to wipe the dust off his shoes. I hurried him on, and we soon arrived at the front door. As planned, I'd forgotten the key. I did open my purse and look, however, and that gave me the opportunity to release the safety catch on the gun I had borrowed from my husband's belongings. I suggested that we try one of the windows. He agreed, and we slowly made our way through the underbrush that was growing wild at the side of the stucco building until we reached a first-floor window. The window was set high above the ground, and my husband had to stretch his body to reach it. I waited until he had his back to me, with his hands raised high in the air, reaching for the window frame. Then I opened my purse, took out the gun, aimed very carefully at a spot just in the center of his left shoulder blade, and pulled the trigger 4 times. He didn't fall right away. He had his fingers over the window ledge, ready to unfasten the catch when the bullets hit him. With some terrible effort, he dug his nails into the stucco and tried to keep from dying. I couldn't move. I wanted to scream, but my throat felt paralyzed. He tried to turn his face and look at me, but he hadn't that much life left. At last, he fled. I stopped screaming finally. Felt better for it. I bent and looked at my husband's body. He was quite dead. I wiped off the gun, his gun, and threw it behind an acacia bush. Then I walked back to the car, slowly and carefully removing any of my footprints which showed in the loose dirt of the road. At the car, I emptied some cigarette butts from the dashboard ashtray onto the road, dusted my shoes, then turned around and drove home. I put the car in the garage, went in and had my shower, and lay down in the library to wait. A few minutes after the grandfather clock struck 11, the telephone rang. Hello?
Miss Skinner?
This is she.
This is Jonathan Brown, Sheriff's Office. I have some bad news for you.
My husband?
Yes, ma'am. He's been killed. Miss Skinner? Hello, Miss Skinner. You all right?
I waited quietly for a moment. Then I let the phone fall to the floor. I listened until I heard Jonathan Brown hang up. Then I replaced my telephone on its stand. Went into the kitchen for some ice, which I put in a large Turkish towel. I then arranged myself carefully and attractively on the living room divan. And waited again.
Miss Skinner.
In here, please.
Oh, yes. Thank you. All right, Miss Skinner. Oh, that was a stupid thing for me to do, breaking the news that way, you know.
Oh, I'm all right.
Well, I came over as soon as you dropped the phone.
Well, I felt faint suddenly.
Well, ain't no wonder.
Tell me what happened, Mr.
Brown, Jonathan Brown, Sheriff's Office.
Mr. Brown, please sit down.
Thank you. Well, your husband was up at the Johnson house this afternoon, as well as we can figure. Up there on the side of the mountain, you know, and he must have been trying to get into the window, and somehow, somebody, well, shot him. You sure you want me to tell you?
I'm sorry. Go on, please.
Well, we looked around the place, couldn't see anything. Though we found the, weapon, it was a gun, found in the brush near where he was, and no footprints or anything, except tire marks down the main highway and a bunch of cigarette butts where someone must have been sitting in the car, waiting, you know.
Those were my tire marks.
You was up there?
Well, I had an appointment to meet my husband this afternoon at the foot of the road leading up to the Johnson house. He had said that he'd had some business to attend to and would get a ride with this other person. He was very mysterious about it. And I waited for an hour or more at the foot of the road. You were so clever to recognize the meaning of those cigarette stubs.
Well,
when he didn't come, I thought perhaps I was mistaken about the appointment. And so I drove home. Oh, to think about perhaps I'd gone up to the house, I might have saved my poor dear husband's life.
They're not terrible shock, I know.
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'll be all right.
Well, now, don't you worry about a thing, Mrs. Skinner. The sheriff's office will round up the guilty party or parties and have them brought to trial, you know.
Yes, I'm sure.
I slept well that night for the first time in 10 years. My husband during his lifetime had snored loudly and steadily, and during his later years he had acquired the nervous and distressing habit of grinding his teeth in his sleep. This night all was quiet and peaceful in the house, in my house. And as I say, I slept beautifully. The next few days were also beautifully quiet. A few photographers and newspaper men, but they were kind and gentle and didn't make too much bother. Finally, Mr. Jonathan Brown called to say that he would send a car for me on Friday morning, the next day, as it turned out, to take me to the coroner's inquest. The small courtroom was crowded, and almost everyone there eyed me with great sympathy. The inquest proceeded evenly. There was as yet no evidence as to the identity of my husband's murderer. I again stated that I had left the tire marks and cigarette stubs at the foot of the road that led to the Johnson house. No, I hadn't heard a shot. No, my dear husband had no enemy. Then...
I've had this blackboard brought to court so that I might show the position of the body when found. I think it might be of interest. Very well. Proceed. The body was found just below the first-story window on the left side of the house. The dead man was obviously trying to gain admittance, you know. He didn't die immediately, as I will show you, but stayed alive long enough to try to keep himself from falling, since marks from each of his fingernails were found running down the side of the building. Here, then, is the windowsill, and here are the marks of his fingernails, and here is the spot where the body lay when it was discovered. And here is the house.
As he talked, he watched me.
Ground floor.
And I didn't know why until I heard the first scrape of the chalk against the blackboard. For one awful moment, it was the sound that had been made by my husband as he tried so desperately to hold himself alive. I found myself tightly holding the wooden table in front of me, my arms and body tense, trying not to faint.
Since a large deposit of the dried stucco from the building was found under each of the victim's fingernails, I believe I can best illustrate the manner of the victim's last moments with a physical illustration. Suppose I am the victim, you know, and this blackboard is the side of the building. We hear the gunshots, and then the victim slowly sinks to the ground.
Oh, please. Please, I can't stop. Please, don't make that.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Agnes Moorehead in the 13th Sound. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Between the acts of Suspense, this is Ken Niles for Roma Wines. Tomorrow, on Valentine's Day, delight your Valentine with a gift that's smart, lavish, and in perfect taste. Say it with Roma Champagne, traditional wine of romance. Brilliant, bubbling Roma Champagne is an unforgettable token of your thoughtfulness. For pale gold, sprightly dry Roma California Champagne, made by the world-famous Charmat bulk process, is sparkling wine at its finest. Yes, to make any golden moment live forever, say it with Roma Champagne. And remember, you enjoy an exclusive difference, a better taste in Roma Champagne. For Roma crushes only the choicest grapes, especially selected for fine champagne. Then Roma vintners' unmatched skill, the magic of necessary time, and America's finest winemaking resources guide this great treasure to rare taste luxury. Finally, from the famed Roma Champagne cellars to you comes better tasting Roma Champagne. So this Valentine's Day, say it with Roma. Roma Champagne. Golden masterpiece of Roma, the greatest name in wine.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Agnes Moorehead as Mrs. Sally Skinner and William Johnstone as Jonathan Brown in The 13th Sound, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I must have been taken home from the inquest. For the next consciousness I had, I was lying on the guest bed. In the corner sat Mr. Jonathan Brown. He must have seen my eyes open.
Feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Quite a strain, you know.
Yes, it was quite a strain.
Go and ask whether it'd be all right to go on without you. Everybody seemed agreed, you know, so we finished up while the doc looked you over.
What happened?
Oh, he said you'd be all right. Shock.
I meant about my husband.
And his death, the hand of persons unknown, you know.
Is there anything further I must do?
Not a thing, Miss Skinner.
It's been very kind.
Well, it's a terrible thing happened to you. Well, I'm going now, if there's nothing more you need from me.
No, nothing, thank you.
Well, goodbye then, and don't you worry. We'll find who did it, you know.
After he had left, I had the time to be angry at myself for my behavior at the inquest. What must the people have thought? To faint only from the noise of a piece of chalk on a blackboard? I wondered if Mr. Brown had suspected anything, because as I remembered back to earlier afternoon, he had been watching me as he drew those silly little diagrams on the board. He hadn't been looking anywhere else, not at the coroner or at any of the reporters, not even at what he was doing. He'd been looking at me. Well, of course he was looking at me. He was showing me sympathy. I slowly allowed myself to return to my former position in the community. I was able now to do the things I'd always wanted to do, but had been restrained from doing by a certain attitude of my husband. He had never liked entertaining. He didn't believe that we should belong to the country club and take a civic pride in the fact that our home was the largest and most beautiful in the community. In fact, it was his desire to sell our lovely home that caused me to finally take that complete and drastic step. The first evening that I accepted an outside invitation was for one of the Wednesday night evenings of bridge at our club. At my table were the president of the bank and his wife. As I sat down, I noticed that a window pane on my left was shattered.
Evening, Miss Bank, Miss Bank.
Good evening, Mr.
Brown, Miss Skinner.
Good evening, Mr. Brown.
Well, I'm afraid I'm the culprit here. Playing ball with the kids this afternoon, and I threw one right through your lovely window.
Oh, really?
Yes. But I got old Sam here. I brought him along with new painted glass, and he'll fix us up shipshape in no time at all. Go ahead, Sam, right over there.
Yes, Mr. Brown, sure. Don't mind me, folks. I'll be through here just a jiffy.
Oh, incidentally, Miss Skinner, I always meant to ask you whether or not you minded noises, especially. Sharp noises, like, say, chalk on a blackboard.
I don't understand. Chalk on a blackboard?
At the inquest, I always wondered about it. You fainted just when the chalk was scratching across the blackboard.
I don't remember hearing it. I'm afraid I fainted before you drew any diagrams. I think that's what you were planning to do, draw a diagram.
That's what I was planning to do, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Does he have to do that?
Something wrong, Mr. Skinner?
Does he Does he have to do that? I can't. I can't.
I stayed at home for the next few days. I canceled all appointments. The heat really was unbearable. In October, I resumed my activities. I began to see people again. I grew especially interested in chamber music. Through my activity, I arranged a musical evening to be given by a group of which I was the second vice president. They planned the formation of a Philharmonic Society eventually. I went to the musicale alone, and I was studying my program when...
Is this seat taken?
Well, good evening, Mr. Brown.
Well, Miss Skinner, good evening. Didn't recognize you, ma'am.
Well, I was to be joined later.
Well, I'll just sit here a moment then. You know, I'm terribly sorry about the other night.
It's really nothing at all for you to be sorry about.
Very kind of you to say that, you know, but I do feel guilty as all sin, being the cause of getting sick like
Oh,
that.
really, Mr. Brown? I wasn't sick at all.
Well,
Mr. Gregg told me I'd probably been affected by the heat. It was very close to the club that night, if you remember.
yes, well, it was. Well, just so I don't feel it was my fault, you know.
No, I don't want you to feel that it was your fault.
That's very kind of you, you know. If you don't mind, I'll stay here until whoever holds the seat gets it, all right?
That's all right.
We crave your indulgence and a certain open-mindedness for giving a fair chance to the first piece with which we are going to open our program this evening. The title of this piece is The 13th Sound, and the composer is young Julian Carrillo. This piece, because of the unorthodox nature of it, created a veritable furor in New York City some weeks ago on the occasion of its premiere. It's what you call, I guess, modern music. And the really unusual thing about it is that the instruments, instead of playing as they usually do in Mozart, Haydn, and such classical veins, play in quarter tones. Now, a quarter tone is somewhere in between the other tones, such as we are accustomed to hearing. So on this following piece, the instruments are not playing, as you would think, out of tune. This is the way it is supposed to sound. Thank you. So now the various members of the quartet will tune their various instruments into these quarter tones. And this is quite a short piece, but I know you are going to like it. Tune up, gentlemen.
This could be very interesting. Think so, Miss Skinner? 13th Sound. Have you heard it?
No, I haven't.
Too hot again, Miss Skinner? It does get stuffy in here. You know.
Well, I'm not. It's hot in here.
You're terribly peaked. You sure you're all
I'm
right?
quite all right. Excuse me. Will you let me out? Will you please excuse me? I left Mr. Brown sitting there. My man drove me home. I never liked modern music. I locked all the doors and I turned on all the lights. And then I did a foolish thing. I found a hammer and a piece of board. And I beat and beat and beat and beat on the board with a hammer as hard as I could. And finally the heavy, steady, safe pounding that I made drove the other sharp, shrill, awful noise from my mind. Then I turned out all the lights and opened the windows and went to sleep. I didn't sleep well, but I didn't stay awake either. I hadn't set the alarm next to my bed, and when I first awoke the next morning, for a minute I couldn't remember what had happened. I felt drugged. Got out of bed and put on a lovely chartreuse brocade housecoat and started downstairs. The sun was shining outside. It was a beautiful day. Not the sort of day when you could be disturbed by unrelated noises. I felt grand when I got downstairs. Then I heard... What? I didn't know. I didn't care. I knew only that I had to stop it before it happened to me again. Stop it! Please stop!
Yes, ma'am.
Don't!
I didn't know.
Back, you hear? Don't ever come back! Don't!
Morning, Miss Skinner. Lovely day.
I turned and ran. Right back to my living room. I stood shivering there in the beam of sunlight. I waited for him to come bursting into the room after me. I waited. And then the doorbell rang. Who is it?
It's Mrs. Gray.
Oh, just a moment. Come in.
But did I disturb you?
Oh, no, no.
Well, then
not
I
at all.
will come in. But I can only stay a minute.
Would you like some coffee?
Oh, no, thank you. When I was so sick, you remember, the doctor absolutely forbid me having any more coffee.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, sit down, please.
Do you drink much coffee?
No, why do you ask?
Well, I thought perhaps your recent attacks might have been caused by that. Mr. Gregg is a great one for aspirin and salt tablets. I think it's much simpler than that. Cut out coffee.
Well, I think my attacks were just caused by this heat. I planned a sea voyage.
Oh, how splendid. That'll certainly fix you. You know, I don't mean to be disrespectful, heaven knows. But perhaps on the boat, you might meet a fine young man who... Well,
perhaps.
When do you plan to leave?
This afternoon. I'm leaving from New York.
Oh, you can't.
Pardon?
Well, the clubhouse, the unveiling ceremonies are this afternoon.
Oh, I forgot.
Well, you simply can't leave. We have no one who can replace you on the speaker's platform.
Oh, well, all right then, Mrs. Gregg. I'll stay for the ceremony. I drove to the new clubhouse with Mr. and Mrs. Gregg. The building was really very lovely. It was almost ready for occupancy. We were unveiling a heroic figure which graced the entranceway. Our speaker's platform was built alongside the figure, and quite a few of the members and their families were sitting on the wooden benches in the front patio, waiting for the ceremony to begin.
Isn't this exciting?
Oh, yes, very.
You ladies have done a marvelous job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What's that fellow doing up there?
Where?
See up on the roof there, that
Oh.
workman.
Oh, yes. Makes me nervous to see people at such heights.
Awfully close to the edge. I guess he knows his business, I imagine.
Yes, I suppose it...
Yeah, I'm very anxious to hear your little talk, Mrs. Skinner.
Well, thank you.
I think you've managed admirably since your unfortunate... Well, you understand.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I think we should get on with it, eh?
Well, I believe it'll be only a few more minutes.
What
is it? What is it?
Good heavens, look, that workman. He's going to fall.
Can't someone catch him? He's hanging on the ledge. Oh.
Some of the men are running up there now.
But they've got to catch him.
Oh, they will.
They got to catch him.
What?
Oh.
He's falling.
Oh,
No, turn your eyes, ladies. Turn your eyes.
I did it.
Why, nonsense,
I
Mrs.
did
Skinner.
it.
You had nothing to do with
I
it.
did it. I did it. I killed him.
Why,
I
not
did
hurt
it.
at all.
I did it. I killed him.
You're not well. Here. Let me take you home.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I killed him. Listen to me. Don't you understand? I killed him, Mr. Brown. Now you stop the noise. Did you hear it? I killed him. I killed him.
I know, man. It's going to be all right, you know. You just come along with me.
Sign it, Jonathan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shame. Yeah. People do funny things.
Yep. Did you pay the fella?
Mm-hmm. He's clever. Very clever.
Sure is. I really thought he was falling off of that building.
Used to be an acrobat.
Oh. Say, how did he make that noise?
Yeah. Holding 10-penny nails in his hands. Scraped them along the face of the building as he slid down.
Yeah, did you think of that, too?
Mm-hmm.
Made an awful racket.
Mm-hmm. Pretty nice lady, you know.
Yeah.
What the devil are you doing?
Huh? Oh, fixing my nails, I guess.
Well, cut it out, will you?
Sure. What's the matter with you?
Noise makes me nervous, I guess. You know?
Suspense. Presented by Roma Wines. R-O-M-A. Roma, America's favorite wines. This is Ken Niles returning for a curtain call with a brilliant star of tonight's suspense play, Agnes Moorehead. Apparently, Agnes, you're not superstitious, accepting the lead in a play called The 13th Sound on February 13th.
Superstitions are no phobia with me, Ken, but I do have one.
What is it?
I refuse to give a party for 13 people.
Yes, but even a 13th guest is in luck, Agnes, when you serve Roma Port. Ruby red, fragrant, nectar-sweet Roma California Port adds warmth to the welcome for everyone. And Roma Port is so easy to serve. You simply pour and hospitality reigns.
Yes, Ken, Roma Port does make entertaining a pleasure.
Not only that, Agnes, there's a difference you can taste in all Roma wines. And this better taste begins with the choicest grapes in all California. Then Roma's unmatched skill and winemaking resources guide these luscious grapes unhurriedly to tempting taste perfection. Later, Roma places this rich taste treasure with Roma wines of years before. And finally, Roma selects from the world's greatest wine reserves for your pleasure.
Well, it's easy to see why Roma wines taste better, Ken.
Yes, Agnes, and here's the most conclusive proof of all. A gift basket of Roma wines for you and your guests to enjoy with the compliment of Roma, the greatest name in wine.
I'm delighted, Ken. Thank you very much. And good night.
Tonight's suspense play was written by Kathy and Elliot Lewis. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Ann Baxter as star of Suspense.
Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. Stay tuned for the thrilling adventures of the FBI in peace and war, following immediately over most of these stations.
In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as James Stewart, William Bendix, Eddie Bracken, and others. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Now, the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California presents
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Mr. Peter Lorre as star of Nobody Loves Me, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant as Roma Wines bring you Peter Lorre in a remarkable tale of suspense.
Hello. Are you guys in charge of this precinct?
Well, hello, Bright Eyes.
Who's in charge here?
Just a minute. How did you get in?
I walked in. Who's the top man here?
This is the squad room, son. If you have a complaint, give it to the desk sergeant.
No, I don't want to bother him. Sleeping.
Jenkins sleeping? Boy, till I tell...
You better sit down.
Hey, Costello, he's got a gun.
Yeah, I got a gun. Sit down.
Hey, son, you must be crazy.
Maybe. But I think I know what I'm doing.
Well, you can't hold up a police station, mister.
No?
There's no dough here. No. Look, son, look.
Keep your hands up.
I didn't move.
Hey, you. Shove that chair over for me.
Yeah. Okay, mister.
Yeah, I have a lot to talk about, and I want to be comfortable. I've come to tell you cops a story.
Look, mister, this isn't funny.
Just tell you a story and give you a present. How's that?
What do you mean, a present?
Why, I'm a regular Santa Claus. Going to give you $10,000.
Now look.
There is $10,000 reward for the kidnap of Peggy Stewart, am I right?
You where is she? Where's the girl?
You forget this gun. You also forget I said I was going to tell you a story first. Sit down, Captain.
You mean you're confessing?
Yeah, story of my life. You get plenty of thrills. You know why?
Oh, look, son, look.
Plenty of thrills. Because my name is Reese.
Joe Reese? Then you killed her. You killed her.
You have heard about me. Yes. Killer Reese. Killer Reese, Captain. Then you admit I got a story. I'm going to tell it in my own way. First things first, last things last. And Peggy Stewart comes last.
Look, just tell us, did you kill her, Joe?
I start at the beginning. The beginning when I was born, and don't interrupt.
Okay, we won't interrupt.
Because, you see, I think a lot about when I was born. Maybe somebody loved me then. Maybe when I sucked in my first breath of air and let out a yell. Maybe my mother loved me. Maybe she wished I was dead. She didn't live long enough for me to find out. But after she died, it was like I was just shoved clean out of the world. Shoved off to an aunt and an uncle who had the meanest, grimiest, stinkingest little souls even you fellows could hope to meet. Yeah, Aunt Ella and Uncle Walter. Oh, they were a pair. Why, they even looked alike. Faces like rotting cabbages, and their mean little mouths yapping away in the middle of them. Those two would have eaten the heart out of a saint. But I was so little when I went there, I didn't even know what I was missing. Until one day, when I was about 9, I found a kitten. A dirty, sick little kitten.
Joe Reese, what you got there?
Just a little cat.
How do you speak to me?
I mean, Mom.
We found it down the alley, Mother, back at the fish store.
You get it out of here, Joe. You get it out quick.
I told you, Joe.
Please, Ma'am.
You hear me?
It won't eat much. Please.
You hear me? You get it out of here. Dirty thing. And if I see it again, Uncle Walt will beat the stuffing out of you.
Yes, Ma'am.
Ought to kill it. Would, too, but it'd turn my stomach. Now get both of you.
Yes, Mother. What you gonna do with it, Joe?
I don't know. Nothing.
We could have some fun, I bet. Tie something to its tail.
No. I don't want to.
Might as well. We could have some fun.
No, I said. Say. Feel.
Yeah? What about it?
It's buzzing inside. Like machinery.
Oh, that's purring.
Purring?
Sure. Cats do that when they're glad.
It's glad? About what?
Bet it thinks you're gonna feed it.
Oh, yes. What do cats eat, Cousin Alex?
You ain't gonna keep it.
Sure I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it somewhere she don't know.
You're crazy.
I'm not. I'm gonna keep it. It likes me. That's why.
Likes you? A cat?
Then why is it buzzing? Purring? Sure it likes me.
Oh, it doesn't. It's hungry. I'll stop it purring. Look.
What you doing, Alex?
Watch when I twist its tail.
No, don't. Hey, now look what you done.
See? Now it ain't purring. Joe! Joe, what are you doing?
It clawed me. It clawed me, and now it's scared. It clawed me. It's scared now.
You ever feel a kitten? What it's really like? A skinny little kitten? Why, it's nothing but fur. Soft and a head. And its backbone is like a thin string of beads. Curled just so. When it's scared, its eyes stare. All one color. And its neck is thin. Thinner than a match. Like a string of beads. Just nothing between your fingers. Just nothing.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as star Mr. Peter Lorre in Nobody Loves Me by Herbert Clyde Lewis and Sylvia Richards. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. This holiday weekend, millions of Americans will return to the traditional way of observing Labor Day by having friends in for dinner. That's why Elsa Maxwell makes the most appropriate suggestion. She says, we have good reason to celebrate Labor Day this year. So make your holiday entertaining really festive by enjoying good Roma wine. At dinner, serve Roma California Burgundy cool. This splendid wine, so delightful, delicious, distinguished, lends charm and flavor magic to any meal. Yes, as Elsa Maxwell says, you'll enjoy the delicate piquancy and fruity, robust taste of Roma Burgundy. Only Roma gives you the goodness of luscious grapes from California's choicest vineyards, gathered at peak of flavor, gently pressed, then unhurriedly, guided to flavor perfection by Roma's ancient winemaking skill. And finally, bottled right at the winery. Roma wines are always unvaryingly good, yet cost only pennies a glass. Remember, because of uniformly fine quality at reasonable cost, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine. R-O-M-A, Roma Wines.
And now Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Peter Lorre in Nobody Loves Me, a narrative well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Never turned my stomach. It's always easy. Very easy.
Yes, but Joe, where did you leave the girl, Peggy?
Didn't I tell you not to interrupt? I am telling you what I have to tell. Cats first and girls last. I sat in the backyard holding the dead kitten, and it was soft for a long time. Next day, it was stiff and hard on its fur. Funny, a kid 9 years old even knew about killing, but I knew. 'Cause when I was more than 4, I saw Uncle Walter kill a chicken. I saw his mean, stringy shoulders jump when he brought the axe down. You know, that's how I knew, because watching Uncle Walter, I could tell he liked to kill. Liked it way down inside of him. And I hated him. So whenever I killed anything or anybody, after that, I was killing Uncle Walter and everybody like him. I hated him. I hated him till he died.
Joe, come here. Your poor Uncle Walt is passing on, and I want you to see him before he goes. Joe.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't say a word unless he speaks to you.
I won't.
Go stand on the other side of the bed. Oh, listen to the blessed man fighting for his life. Just listen to him.
Yes, I listen. Oh, did I listen? And I only wished he knew he was dying. I wanted to tell him. I wanted to say, you are dying, Uncle Walter, and I'm wishing you dead. That's why I'm strangling the wind out of your turkey neck. I'm burying a knife in your filthy heart. I am doing it. Me, Joe.
Oh, look at him. I think he's going to speak.
Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, he's dead. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, that blessed saintly man. Joe, you'll never know how much he did for you. You'll never be able to thank him. He's in heaven now.
Yeah, I bet.
Don't you understand, Joe? Your poor Uncle Walt is dead.
Sure, I understand.
Then can't you say something?
Sure. Uncle Walter's dead. 15 years. Too late for me. One day after that, I mashed a toad under a rock. And there was a white dog I caught in a fence, in a corner, and threw stones at it, dozens of stones. Each day I killed one thing, and some things died quick, and some died slow. But I always felt the same. I felt good. I found there was room in the world for a bright young fellow like me. There was work to spare for a man who didn't mind killing. $100 a job I could get, sometimes more. Hey, pick up that pencil, fatty. Yeah, you, Sergeant. I'll give you a list. Well, there was the Briscoe brothers. All three of them. A guy named Lyons who was two-timing somebody's wife. Oh, and that chorus babe, Daisy Mae Marks.
Yeah.
She got her fingers in a wrong pie. Yeah. Izzy Turnbull, the weasel. An old codger named Haskett. He called him the
Yeah, that's enough of them, Joe. Now, please, where'd you leave the girl?
I'll get her around to her.
Where'd you kill her, Joe?
I am telling this. It's my story.
Yeah, sure, Joe. Sure.
Because it all happened different with Peggy Stewart. See, I wasn't supposed to kill her. The boy sent me around to case the Stewart house for a kidnapping. It was all I was supposed to do, find out who was in the house and when the girl was alone. It was a big job. Why, with her father owning half the state and holding a mortgage on the rest, we expected it to pay off plenty.
Yes, sir?
I'm looking for work.
There's nothing here.
Oh, I thought maybe raking the yard, or I can drive.
No, there isn't anything.
Oh, is there anyone else here I could ask?
Horace, who are you talking to?
It's a young fellow, Miss Peggy, looking for work.
Oh. What kind of work?
Oh, anything, ma'am, anything at all. You see, I'm going to college, and I just want some work for the summer, and I have a bad back, so I can't do anything heavy.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe we have something. I'll ask my father.
Miss Peggy!
Father isn't home right now, but if you want to wait...
Oh, sure, I'll wait.
You can come inside, Mr.
Sanders, Joe Sanders.
Well, come in, Joe. Horace was about to give me my lunch. Maybe you'd like to eat with me.
So for more than an hour, I was on the inside, looking out. Just for once. It did things to me. That room, all sunshiny where we eat. Blue dishes. The food cooked in little dabs. And so good. I was just boiling with hate. I couldn't look at her, at the girl, or talk. She didn't seem to notice what was happening to me. And that's what really got me. She didn't once look scared. Hey, you ever see Miss Peggy? She's little. All curved and little and bright and soft. Even her voice is soft. I'd never known anybody like her except people in books I read in a modern library, you know. I couldn't take it. I want to make her like the other girls I'd known. Make her get that look in her eyes.
You're not eating, Joe.
Huh? Oh, I've been thinking.
Oh?
Aren't you scared?
Scared?
Being alone like this with a fellow you don't even know?
Scared of you?
Lots of girls are.
Why? Are you dangerous?
I don't know. Lots of girls think I am. There must be something in it.
You mean you're a wolf?
No, I don't mean it that way.
Well, if you are, I think you're a nice wolf. The nicest I know.
It's not what I mean. Anyway, you just don't know me.
It's funny. I feel like I do. I feel I've known you for a long time. What's the matter, Joe?
Nothing. Nothing is the matter. Guess I better be going.
But aren't you going to wait for Father? He'll be here pretty soon.
No, I guess I better not wait.
But you said you...
You see, I just remembered I got to be someplace at 2 o'clock.
Oh. Well, if you come back tomorrow,
That's it. Yes, I'll come back tomorrow.
Maybe that'll be even better. I can talk to Father tonight about you. Then I'm sure he'll give you a job.
Sure, you do that. That'll be swell.
But you will come back. Promise?
Oh, sure. I'll come back. figure it out. How a girl like her could be with me and not be scared. And after I practically warned her, too, you can see how I tried to warn her, but she just looked at me, at my eyes. My eyes! And hers stayed just the same. Blue and soft, like she was looking at anyone. Hey, there is killing in my eyes. Lots of killing. Well, anyone can see that. But then it hit me. I had to make her scared. I had to get her to look at me in that beautiful, naked way, from back deep in her head. Her blue eyes, all glazed, all over, all one color. Well, I got my car out and drove back to her house. It was night already, and there were lights on and windows were open, and this time I went right to the front door.
I'll go, Father. What, Joe?
Hello, Miss Peggy.
Well, did you come to see Father tonight? I haven't talked to him yet.
No, I came to see you.
Well, that's nice, Joe.
I came to get you.
Get me?
Sure, don't you remember? I came back like you said. Going to take you away.
Like
Yeah.
I said?
Yeah, see? Now you're getting that look. Now you're beginning to look at me the right way.
Don't, Joe. You're hurting me.
No, I'm not hurting you, Peggy. Not much yet. Just enough so you look up at me like something in a trap. It won't hurt much more when I kill you.
When you... Joe, please.
That's what I said when I kill you.
Oh, no.
It won't. I dumped her in the front seat, and after I got the car in high, she didn't move anymore. She sat there with her big eyes staring at the road. I didn't talk anymore. I thought fast, and I drove fast. I thought how it was going to be, killing her. And I was still thinking when we got to the hideout. Huh? Where it is? Oh, it's up in the mountains, and I like it there. It's nothing but a shed, but someone had a house there once, and there are still lilac bushes and roses. Lots of roses. When I lifted her out of the car to carry her into the shed, I could smell the lilacs. And there was just enough moon to see her face.
You don't have to carry me. I can walk.
Just the same, I carry you. That's part of the fun for me. You don't want to spoil my fun.
Where are we?
What difference does it make?
No difference.
And don't ask so many questions. You won't see much of it anyway. Okay. Inside. Walk straight ahead and stand still.
It's dark.
I got a candle. There. Now get over there and sit down.
On the floor?
Yes, on the floor. What do you want? All the comforts of home? Of your beautiful, clean, bright, wonderful home? Well, why don't you tell me what you want?
Joe, what's the matter? What did I do to you?
Nothing. You did nothing to me.
Then why are you... Why, Joe?
Go on, say it. Why am I going to kill you?
Yes.
It's a very foolish question. I got to kill you.
But why?
I got to talk to you, watch your eyes, and tell you a lot of things. I got to hold you.
Please, Joe.
I got to know how you feel before you die. Hold you like this. Do you love me, Peggy? Do you?
Love you?
Sure. That's what I asked.
Of course not. Of course I don't love you.
You see? Nobody loves me. Nobody ever loved me. Maybe a cat once. Everyone hates me, Peggy.
But I don't hate you either.
See, that's funny. I just thought of something. You know what?
Joe, how can you...
No, this is important. Listen, It's this way. I used to live here in a shack weeks sometimes, and I'd read books. Oh, good books. Modern library. Do you know about them?
Yes, I know.
Well, you can get any book, and it's only $1. It's less than $1 the best, see?
Yes?
So I read something by a man is called Oscar Wilde. He says, each man kills the thing he loves. It's in a modern library. Each man kills the thing he loves. Maybe that's what I am doing.
No, Joe. You don't love me.
You don't get it. Like I said, nobody loves me, but I get love anyway. I get something like love, because when I start to kill you, Peggy, there won't be anyone else in the world for you but me. No one else will matter. And then your eyes, they'll get shiny. Oh, so shiny. And they'll blaze, and the blue will spread out. That's why I'm going to kill you, Peggy. Oh, it'll be so easy. There won't be anything in them but me. All I got to do is take your neck in my hands like this. Hey, Peggy, I'm going to kill you. You heard me say it. I'm going to kill you now. Why don't your eyes...
Poor Joe.
What? What did you say?
You've been hurt. You've been terribly hurt. Poor Joe. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's it.
But, where did you leave the body, Joe?
What are you talking about?
After you killed her.
Who said I killed her?
Why, you said that you...
Listen, you bonehead. That's what it's all about. That's why I came in here, to give myself up. See, nobody ever loved me except that cat, and when he got scared, it clawed me, and I had to kill it. Miss Peggy, she wasn't scared.
I don't get it.
Miss Peggy looked at me and into me and through me, and she knew what I was. Rotten. But she said, poor Joe. To me, Joe Reese. I figured that was as close as I'd ever get to love. Well, I figured it was enough. Go ahead, answer it, Sergeant. Guess that's her father, saying she's home. And then you can lock me up, Cap. I need sleep. I'm dead for sleep.
Roma Wines have brought you Peter Lorre, a star of Nobody Loves Me. Tonight's study in Suspense.
This is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines, the sponsor of Suspense. Visiting friends in the family car is once again a popular American custom. And as Elsa Maxwell said just last week, be prepared when people drop in unexpectedly. A smart way to entertain, a sure way to cool off and delight your guests, is to serve refreshing Roma wine and soda, a frosty cold iced drink that really quenches thirst. Yes, and Roma wine and soda, made with distinguished Roma California Burgundy or Sauterne, is quick and easy to make. Just half-fill tall glasses with good Roma Burgundy or Sauterne. Add ice cubes, sparkling water, and a bit of sugar. And for a decorative touch, garnish with cherries or fruit. Here's another delightfully different taste treat. Try Roma Sweet Vermouth, well chilled. A delicious aperitif. Zestful, full-flavored Roma Vermouth is blended and developed with all the traditional winemaking skill of Roma wineries. Is made and bottled in the heart of California's famous vineyards, yet surprisingly low-priced. Try Roma Vermouth soon, won't you?
This is Peter Lorre. I want to remind you to be sure not to miss next Thursday's Suspense show. It will be a repeat performance by popular demand. Sorry, wrong number. That's the famous radio play about the woman on the telephone, in which Miss Agnes Moorehead gives such an overwhelming performance.
Peter Lorre appeared through the courtesy of Warner Brothers and will soon be seen in their production, Three Strangers.
A word from our government. Despite the lifting of some restrictions, travel is still tight in many parts of the country and over many railroads used by the armed forces. Play safe by staying off crowded trains during the coming Labor Day holiday.
Next Thursday, you will hear Agnes Moorehead as star of Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.